For many of the students and their parents, all the effort and all the years spent at Groton point toward one moment, the day the letters arrive from college, containing a simple message: acceptance or rejection.
We're not here simply to crank out smart kids to get into Ivy League colleges. It's very hard when a person who has worked hard, been a conscientious student, does not get into the college of her or his choice.
But so you heard that I've decided that Princeton's looking awfully nice now? My best friend got into Harvard. She's going to Harvard, which is very exciting. Can you believe that only 6 people got into Princeton and about 20 applied, or 24 or something like that? My roommate's taking next year off and going to England.
It used to be an extremely different system. With my father, he's explained it to me. One day his senior year, this guy from Princeton came. And my father's grandfather, my great-grandfather, had gone to Princeton. And so my dad went into a room with the guy and talked to him. At the end of the talk, the guy said, "You're admitted to Princeton," and that was it.
There still was a feeling that, darn it all, there was quite a tradition that a certain number of Grotties would end up at Harvard, Yale, and perhaps a few at Princeton.
I've been accepted at Princeton, Harvard, and Stanford, which is a tough choice. I applied early to Princeton, and so I learned in, December, November. I guess because it was early, it wasn't as much tension.
Well, in the Groton society, it's kind of, I guess, unacceptable to go anywhere else that's not Ivy League. I was ecstatic when I got into Harvard. It seemed like a dream come true almost. Finally getting that admissions notice saying congratulations.
The whole point of the Groton education isn't just the next step, but there's something, far greater beyond that, and you have to keep coming at it and at it and at it.
How did it feel like when the college thing was over? How'd you feel? How'd the place feel? Relief? But what was the feeling? You sort of sigh of relief, and then...
I mean, a lot of people were really happy. I think most people were really happy.
Most people were happy because most people get in.
I think they were such a relief. I mean, sort of emptiness that all this worry and everything is all over.
That's exactly it. It's that empty feeling.
Well, the worst is when, good friends of yours don't get in, and you're like, well, you know that they're worthy of going where they wanted to go, but why didn't they get in? And that's the question.
Let's all say the dirty little secret that everybody knows. There's more to it than interviews and grades and scores.
There's the legacy.
Yeah. There's the legacy, and there's the quality of the legacy. Everybody knows that. Come on, there's connections.
The real problem comes up because some of the kids have kind of old families who have gone to these Ivy League institutions for years and years and years. And those kids tend to get into the Ivy League schools much more often than the ones whose families didn't go to these places. I hadn't thought that the legacies were that important, I guess. I'd always heard that they were, but I didn't really equate it as it became so poignant when I was sitting there in the hall and all the people who had legacies got in and all the people who didn't. It's not what everything's supposed to be about. It's supposed to be if you work hard and you do good grades, you should get into one of these good schools. And here are these kids who did that and didn't get in.
Now you have a choice among Columbia, Vassar, or Georgetown, which is fantastic. What made you decide that it's definitely going to be Columbia, considering some of the concerns you've had about your family and all of that?
I think there's something kind of always pulling me home, for better or for worse. I think there's something at home that I am always attracted to. I don't know what it is. There's a strange feeling along with that I'm going to be so completely different. Like, I'm sort of a mutant or some kind of just that I don't know how they'll think of me anymore. It's kind of scary to know you're going to leave. And I think for me what caused most panic was the fact that I have to sum up 4 years with friends, teachers, everything. I want to make peace with Groton at this point, I don't know, I guess a lot of what I felt with Groton is a lot of bitterness, a lot of anger, and a lot of frustration. And I think that might have come a lot from wanting to change things a little too much.
I think I probably want to be remembered as someone who probably wasn't too overly goal-oriented. And so I think I just want to be remembered as, a good guy. As long as I keep 3 or 4 friends, I'm not scared to leave at all. In fact, I'm looking forward to it. That's the way I've lived my entire life, though.
I'm looking forward to college, but even talking to people, talking to graduates of this place, I don't think college is going to be as big an experience as the one I'm leaving behind here. And I'm sad to see it go, and prize day is going to be really tough.
A tribute to the special courage of those parents who point their children towards a cultural divide they cannot cross. It's a present for you and Mom for your courage in sending me to Groton. I thank you.
America means a lot to me, and Groton School is an inspiration. Words cannot express our gratitude.
Mom, don't you think it's more difficult for Latinos to get ahead?
Not if the Latin American is determined. In America, nothing is difficult.
But we're a special case. There are lots of Puerto Ricans in Harlem, still living in projects, not able to beat the system. They'll be stuck there.
But in America, there's opportunity for everyone. You must be determined. Opportunities call out.
Right.
I know that my ideals have changed since when I was younger, but I don't want to just find the job that's going to pay the most. And maybe everyone does feel that little tug to try and achieve good things for the rest of the nation and the world.
Robert Greenhill, Jr.
I think most of the kids at Groton will make a big influence on society 20 years from now. People are actually really intelligent here, and these are probably the people who will influence the world that I'll travel in.
Joanna Vega.
The most important thing that I could ever do would be to take what I've gotten here, turn it around, and make it work to benefit minorities.
For the advancement of her language and her culture, this award is given to Johanna Vega.
I don't want security. I don't really need it. I've seen enough of bad times so that I can live without it. And you realize that your part in the scheme of things is to pave that road a little better for other Puerto Ricans and blacks and Asian Americans who in fact haven't been given a chance yet.
The Upper School Arts Prize, Joanna Vega. That ends the 100th prize day.